Okay, Cody, you can figure out what's going on, right?
What's going on?
Don't talk about what happened before we start, Cody.
How do you deviate sine x? Okay.
So, yeah, Cody, how do I? Are you gonna tell people or what? Are you gonna?
You know. So the method I'm gonna tell you, goobers, only works in degrees. Because
Why not radians?
Because I wanted it for engineering, and engineers aren't smart enough to use radians. So, you know what I mean?
Alright. So, like, what is this graph probability?
So this method is probably going to be accurate to around like, like 2 digits. If the error go up to more than like a 1. So we're gonna start the first case.
Anyway, what did you say?
This might go a little bit out of 0.2, but yeah. Okay.
Why curly bracket?
In a piecewise function. Anyways, no. First case is x is less than around 35 or so.
Alright.
You know, and this is the easiest one. You just do x over 60.
Cody, wait, stop. Can you tell everybody on what a piecewise function is in case they don't know?
If this, then this. If this, if this, this.
Alright.
F up.
What do you mean?
Give me an example for this, Castro.
Oh, I don't know, 25.
Alright, so 25. I haven't done this in a while, so this is gonna be mildly difficult. So this is gonna be 4 times 6 plus 1 over 60. That cancels 1 over 60. That's 4 times that's 4166. Alright, so that's sine 25 straight approximately.
Yes. So you do want to check that. So it's just the answer is easy. It should be high grade. My calculator is probably in degree mode probably. Yep, there's some work. So let's see. I'm buying sine 25. There's a 25. Yeah, it's a 25. It's making sure. 0.02261 lead.
So yeah, it's supposed to be that you're doing that. More than any of the engineers.
Okay, so what about what's this? Can you do inverse?
I'll get back to you in a few days.
Alright.
That's always summer play figuring out. Next is assuming you remembered correctly, which is very possible. So just that x is less than 55.
Makes sense.
And this is kind of over
lunch. Yep, like about 10 minutes.
Okay, cruise 0.24.
Alright. Okay, so given a cap.
You're the ones who was skipping.
Let's say about 69.
Okay, we're gonna go with 43.
No.
So you can divide that in your head, that's easy. And then 6.67.
One very long could use that or 55.
Okay, so let me make sure I actually remember how to do this. 43 sine. Yep. Okay. So then next, you can do.
Can I do 67? Please. Okay, fine. What about 50.
Sure. Okay, 50, like 0.50, 0.24, so 0.74.
That's the sine of 50. 0.74. Let's see, sine of 50.
Cos of. Wait, I think I screwed up. I think it was 6.
Okay, so leave it. Oh wait, no. What about looking deep? Now do the sine of 51. Just to make sure. Okay, the sine of 51 does 0.777. It makes sense. Yeah, like a. What about above 55?
Gonna try as hard as I can to remember this. I think it was x over 100 plus 0.24 or x less than 70.
Why 25? Well, that felt right. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, but let me make sure 7 to 4 and
那么你英语的学的这部是一个是对于那么手里这样的不。
Okay, so what's the sine of 87?
I did not do this correctly. I'm gonna say 70. Give me a minute. Yeah, okay. It's 70.
Okay, so what's the sine of 68? Oh. Let's see, the sine of 68, that's gonna be 0.927, and that's,
Yeah, 0.92.
and now that's 0.93.
Shall. It's less than 0.01 there. So then next we put black. It's gonna be x over 200
No way, 200 is 7.
plus. Okay, well
What's plus? Hey, why not 100 here? Okay, so what is over there? What is this? Yeah, what is the number there? Can that speak?
Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Because I can't seem to remember this, we're gonna do 0.4 plus x, and that's gonna be 80 sine. That's 90, so 58. I feel like I remember seeing 58 at one point, so yep.
That makes sense.
So it's like 5.8.
Okay, so
Yep.
let's say I want to find the sine of 72.
Okay, so that's gonna be 72 divided by 2 is 36.58. That's gonna be score 19.
Okay, it's a sine of 78.
You said 72.
我考虑是，我考虑。
Yeah, do it.
Alright.
So finally, we're gonna say x is less than 95. This is always supposed to go up to 90, but we should go up to 95.
What about 100?
Shut up.
It's the sine of 100. Cody, there is a sine of 100.
You know there's a sign.
Then why not do 100?
So if the number is greater than 85 but less than 95, 1 is a good enough approximation.
Good. Okay. The sine of 94. Was that is 0.99. You are wrong, Cody was 0.997.
It rounds to one of these ways.
Oh, okay. Let's say it's above. Let's say I have to find the sine of like 150. So, what do I do?
Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna do 150 minus 90. And that's gonna be
a minute. This is 60s? Yeah. We have 5, 6, 7 minutes.
so then there's that, and then you do 90 minus 60, that's 30. So it's gonna be about the same as sine 30, and sine 30 is exactly point I. Actually, yeah, 150 is next.
Oh.
Good, so is that it?
Cody?
May 29, 2025. One more day. How do you feel? Pretty good.
Square root time.
So here's how you calculate square root. Can you just give me an example?
Square root of 46.
46. Oh, 46. So 46. You're gonna start fight.
Okay.
First, you have to do square numbers up to however much, you feel like.
Yeah, makes sense.
No, 36, and then
49. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah. Play this play.
E.
Yeah, one of the.
Us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna look for the closest one to this. 49.
49 makes sense.
This is gonna be approximately equal to square root 49 squares.
But you have to correct it a little bit because it's kind of cooked.
It's a cooked approximation,
Yep.
So the difference between these is 3, but it's also -3 because this is all in the top.
Yeah.
So -3, and then you're gonna divide this by what's the square root of this number?
9.
It's 7. Good job. Now what's 7 times 2?
It's 40. What's
So 7 plus this is equal 314, 7. That's some peak math right there. Actually, that's absolutely amazing mathematics. Now I do not remember what 314 is. At one point I did.
so slow? You have to do W. Yeah, 314 is 214.
Okay, and it's gonna be like 0.1. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So this is gonna end up in 6.79 about close enough. So square root of 14, we're gonna say that's closest to square root of 16, so it's gonna be 4 minus 2 over 8, which is gonna be 4 and 3 and 3/4, which is 3.75. There's probably gonna be a little bit,
And it's. Am I slow? I'm slow. The square root of 14 is the square root of 14. But it's also 3.74. Yeah, alright.